I have already done the tailgate cables on my red 97 S10, and today I'm going to do the tailgate cables on the 98 black S10. And of course, this is the reason for this project: broken cables. The tailgate latch is retained by two Torx T40 screws, and the latch is marked L from the driver's position. It will be easier to go ahead and loosen these screws now, but leave them in. You can remove these three Torx T40 screws that retain the tailgate latch handle assembly. I found this a little easier to do. If you'll go ahead and remove the tailgate, it's easily removed by lowering the tailgate to the 45-degree position and then just pulling straight out. Unhook your cables first, of course. After I place the tailgate on sawhorses, then I remove the four Torx screws that hold both latches on. Carefully remove this clip from the linkage rod by applying pressure where the arrows are, as shown here. Since the latch handle is loose, you'll be able to move it around to see the other little plastic clip on the other rod. And here are the latches, linkage rods, and the old cables. The linkage rods just turn and hook into each latch. I have laid one of the latches on top of my vise and center punched the rivet that I'm about to drill out. Here is the new E-clip and the retaining bolt that we'll be using to hold the new cables on. Drill a hole about 3/16 of an inch deep in that rivet. You can use a 1/4 inch bit or slightly larger. Now that it's been drilled out, we'll go ahead and punch it out with a punch. Now here is a way you can do it if you don't have a vise. Use a slightly larger socket as shown here, slightly larger than the head of that rivet you're about to knock out. I have opened up my vise just enough to clear the head of that rivet. Now I'm going to drive it through. And when I do that, this is what is left. Underneath the old cable, you will find a nylon washer. And here are the cable measurements for the proper cable for this application. And this is the new cable properly attached to the latch. Please notice the offset in that cable end. And this shows the E-lock installed. Now I've done both latches, shown here with the new cables. Replace both latches and their linkage rods. Enter the proper position, and you can guide the rods using a hook made from a piece of wire or a coat hanger. When you have replaced the latches and the linkage rods and hooked the end of the rods into the clips, then move your latch handle assembly around to line up the bolt holes and reinstall the three Torx bolts. You never actually remove this latch handle assembly, you just loosen it so you can move it around. Now you can replace the tailgate by tilting the right side down and moving it into position, and then the left side down. Again, it must be at a 45-degree angle. When the tailgate is replaced, then just hook your cable in onto the cable retaining stud. We're finished now. Just make sure that your Torx screws are all tight. Check to see that your cables clear properly when closing. And the only special tool involved in this project is the T40 Torx bit. Thanks for watching this video, and I hope it's been a big help to you.